hope you enjoy this gentle morning yoga class and breathing practice. It may provide for you a way to begin your day with feelings of ease and calm. This practice can be done any time of the day to bring balance and a sense of presence to your being. Thanks for joining me. Let's begin on our backs. Feel free to put a thin head support underneath the head. And if you're comfortable this morning, let's stretch through both legs. Long body stretch. And just taking a moment to connect with yourself. Feel the support underneath the body. Just take a moment to connect with yourself. And hopefully it's quiet at your house right now. And making any changes you need to create a nice environment for yourself and your yoga practice this morning. So allowing yourself to settle in. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, stretch through the body. Exhale, bring the arms down. A couple more times. The exhale brings the arms down, drawing the navel in towards the spine. One more time. We're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to leave the arms up overhead. And we're going to stretch the body long. Not holding the breath, but breathing. And then we'll stretch long from side to side. So really reaching out on that right side. And soften. Reach long on the left side. Drawing the legs in closer towards one another as we continue from side to side. Over to the left side, feeling as though someone's giving you a very gentle tug through the arm and through the leg at the same time. Let's go one more each side, please. And then once more through the center. And when you're ready to exhale, you're going to float the arms down. Bending both knees, feet flat. We'll draw the right knee in towards the chest. You can interlace the hands over the knee or underneath the knee, whatever feels good for you at this point. And then stretch through the left leg, heel to floor. When you're ready to exhale, you'll bend the elbows and draw the knee in. Inhale, straightening out the elbows, the knees stack back up over the hips. And exhaling, getting a gentle stretch on the right side, low back and hip. One more time on the right side. Good. And then we're going to set that right foot down, draw the left knee in towards the chest, interlace the hands, stretch through that right leg, pressing through the right heel. Right leg is active. When you're ready to exhale, bend the elbows and the left knee comes into the chest. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, draw that knee in. Nice stretch on that left side, low back, into the hip. Twice more. And we'll set the left foot down and then bend your right knee. Feet flat. Arms alongside your body. We'll work with a few pelvic rocks. So we're going to, as we exhale, flatten that low back against the floor. And as we inhale, we release the low back away from the floor. The upper body, the shoulders are relaxed against the floor as we slowly begin to wake up our core structure. The inhale, the release of the low back away. So it's just a gentle, slight arch to the low back. But as we're exhaling, this is where the work comes in, where we want to begin to activate the core. So as you're exhaling, you're drawing navel to spine. And then you're inhaling through the chest expanding the belly, release the belly. Exhaling, flattening the low back. It's as if this pubic bone is reaching up towards the navel center, up towards the breastbone. And then inhale, release. So a couple more times with your own breath. You can make this as strong or as light as you want, depending on how you feel at this moment, this morning. A couple more times. Good. And then we'll have the feet hip distance apart, the arms stretched out from the torso slightly, or high as you'd like the arms to be. Well, as we work a gentle twist. So as you're exhaling, you're just going to release both knees over to the right. And then you're going to inhale back to center. Exhaling left side. And if you want, you can incorporate a little neck turn with this, the neck releasing in the opposite direction of the knees. It's up to you. Just gentle, easy, back and forth. And one more time to the left. Good. And coming back up through center. Draw the arms in closer to the body. Kind of sneak those heels back up closer towards the sit bones. We'll work Dvipada Pittam, or a bridging pose, so a dynamic bridge pose with a single arm overhead and a neck turn as well. So when you are ready to inhale, you're going to flatten that low back and then peel the spine up off the floor as you bring your right arm up overhead. All on our inhale, slight pause, and then exhale as the arm comes down. Unwind your spine one vertebra at a time, and you turn your gaze to the left. You're feeling the stretch on the right side of your neck. Once the hips touch, we'll move over to the other side. So inhaling the hips, the spine, the left arm comes up overhead as I slowly roll my gaze back to the ceiling. And then when you're ready to exhale, unwind your spine. The left arm comes down. I'm taking my gaze now to the right to feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. Inhaling right arm, lift hips and spine. Your gaze goes back center to the ceiling, and then exhale, release the right arm, articulating your vertebrae, and you roll your gaze to the left. Slowly rolling your gaze back center, lifting this left arm, lifting the hips and spine. Pausing at the top, and exhale, release down. Let's work this one more time on each side. Inhaling right arm, roll your gaze, lifting hips, spine, a little bit of pause at the top, and exhale, unwind. Nice turn to the neck towards the left to encourage a stretch on the right side of the neck. And then inhale with the left arm as you roll your gaze center, lifting up through the hips, your spine, arm all the way up overhead, or to any position that feels comfortable. Release the left arm, roll your gaze slowly to the right as the spine and the hips release all the way down. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. And then rolling back to center. Relax your upper back. Release your hips downward. And then just rock your head from side to side. And then back to center. Then we're going to roll to the side. We're going to draw ourselves up to a seated position. If it's comfortable for you, we'll just cross the legs in front. Taking the hands in this prayer position, let's lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And a long exhale brings the arms alongside the body. We're going to lean a little bit over into this right arm as we create some large arm circles forward. These can be as big or as small as you want this morning. Always assessing how you're feeling. Let's reverse. One more time around. And then we'll lift this arm up and alongside the ear. Gaze down towards your right fingers. Stretch the left side. So release that left hip downward as you elongate the left side body. Inhale, lift the fingertips up. Let the arm float down. We'll work on over to the other side. Releasing over towards the left. And then we're going to take our forward circles about 3 or 4 times around in one direction. And the head placement and your gaze could be in any position at this point. It could be in neutral, or if you prefer to look down towards your hand. The arm's going to float down, and then lift the right arm up and alongside the ear, and stretch that right side. Now turn your gaze to the left hand to stretch the right side of the neck. Release the right hips down as you stretch the right side torso. One more breath. And inhale that arm up, and let's let it float down. Sneak in a breath. And we'll cross our arms here. And no need to have them out away from the body, but just let them rest against your chest or belly. As you're ready to exhale, engage those lower abdominals slightly as we twist to the right. Exhaling. And then inhaling back center. So just gentle twist, just waking up the body. And over to the right. Inhale center, exhaling to the left. Now we're going to add on here. When I exhale and take my torso to the right, I'm going to take my gaze to the left. So just a little double spiral going on here. Then inhale everything back center. Exhale, torso left, gaze right. Inhale back center, torso to the right, gaze to the left on the exhale. Inhaling back center, torso left, gaze right. And then inhale, back center. Hands in this prayer position, fingertips up, breathe in. And exhale, let the arms float down. Let's bring ourselves to hands and knees. We'll work Chakravarkasana. So taking a breath in here as we flatten that upper back and lift the chin slightly. On the exhale, we're going to draw the navel towards the spine, engaging our abdominals to round the entire back. Chin drops towards the notch between the collarbones, shifting back, forearms, belly to thighs, and your buttocks towards your heels. Long exhale. When you're ready to inhale, leading with the chest, flatten your upper back. You can lift your chin just slightly, and then exhale, round the spine, engaging the abdominals, releasing all the way back. Inhaling back center. Now here's a choice. If you feel like you need to release some extra kinks in the body this morning, feel free to create your Chakravarkasana in a more circular fashion, working in even up into the upper back if you like. So either you're going to create your circles, a couple in one direction, and then reversing your direction, taking your time, doing as many as you like, or maybe you've opted just to continue to go straight forward and straight back. So you're going to decide this right now, either in a circular manner or up or down in a linear pattern. If you're working the circles, let's take one more where you're coming straight back, straight forward. And then from here, we'll work a little bit more traditional cat-cow to further engage the core. We're going to bring our hands closer in towards the knees. As we exhale, we're going to engage the abdominal. We're going to incorporate an abdominal squeeze. So you're going to round that whole back. You're going to exhale. You're going to draw the navel in and those lower abdominals sucking inward to any degree that's comfortable for you. And then as you're inhaling, you're releasing the belly, letting the chest and belly fill with your inhale. And as you're exhaling, you're releasing the air out, drawing the abdominals in and rounding the spine. You're going to try that twice more. Inhaling. You can feel your shoulder blades squeeze together, your sit bones lift a little bit. And then as you exhale, the sitting bones draw in. Shoulder blades separate, abdominals working strong. How about just one more time? Long exhale, engaging the abdominals, activating the core, little abdominal squeeze, and then inhaling back. From this position, we'll take ourselves into a half dog. So the hips will stay over the knees. We're going to stretch the arms out into a position that's comfortable. And don't feel, and watch where you're putting your hands. Don't feel like you have to have your hands only shoulder width apart. For some of us, it's going to be more comfortable to have our hands a little bit further than shoulder width. So just making sure the stance of your hands, the placement of your hands is not too narrow. But we're going to breathe here, elongating the sides of the body. You might feel a stretch in through the chest. The neck is in neutral. The facial muscles soft. You're welcome to stay in this half dog. Otherwise, we can begin to straighten the legs into a full downward facing dog. If you're going into full downward facing dog, you'll need to move your hands up just a little bit closer. You're going to tuck the toes under, lift the hips, leaving the knees bent for a moment to get this long extension in through the spine. Feel the sitting bones lifting up towards the ceiling. And then let's just kind of pedal through the legs here a little bit to stretch out through the legs this morning. Couple more times. And then we're going to walk the feet in towards the hands. Allow yourself to roll on up. Bringing ourselves up into a standing position, Tadasana. Taking our hands in this prayer position, take the fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to be palms away as you float your arms alongside your body. And let's repeat that. Palms together, fingertips up. And then once the fingertips reach towards the ceiling, release your palms away. Now let's bring them right back into that prayer position. We'll do that one more time. Breathing in. And then this time, let's bring the arms just alongside the body. And just feeling your posture at the moment. And if that stretch has helped correct the posture, the lift of the breastbone, shoulder blades sitting on the back body, your arms are relaxed alongside your body. No gripping in through the belly, strong through the hips and legs, feeling yourself well rooted through the soles of your feet. We're going to take a wide stance. We're just going to begin to warm up the upper body with just swinging the arms from side to side. And as we do that, the opposite foot is going to lift a little bit. So we're going to make this as strong or as gentle as you wish at this point. And then just kind of really let the arms go. Just let them relax, not holding any tension. Feeling a release through the shoulders, the neck, around the waist. A couple more times. And then just coming back to standing. And we'll take ourselves into a squatted position, and some will call this a goddess pose. From here, we're going to straighten through the legs and then lift through that right arm over to the left and release back into squat. Right, left arm reaching to the right and back. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale back into squat. Inhale, lengthen through the right side. Squatting. Over to the other side. Connecting to the breath. And one more back over towards the right. Good. And then just draw the arms up and around in one large circle to set the shoulder blades onto the back body. We'll draw the feet in, returning to Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, we'll warm up the legs a little bit. And if your balance is a little challenge this morning, make sure you're holding on to the dresser or the wall. So we're just swinging back and forth through the right leg. Again, you can make this as large or small as you wish. And then we're going to bend the knee and just take some circles. We'll go in one direction. Kind of just circling around through the hip. And then the opposite direction. And setting the foot to the floor. And shifting your awareness over to the other side. And then begin to swing that left leg. Again, as vigorous as you wish or not. Nice and easy, no gripping. Hand placement could be wherever you want. You could swing your arms with the leg. You could just have your hands resting on your hips. And then bending that knee, we'll work a few circles in one direction. Right through that hip joint. The opposite side. Setting the foot down. Taking a rest breath here, arms relaxed alongside your body. And then we'll take that wide stance. Once again, a little variation here on revolved triangle. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up overhead, but then exhale them just to shoulder height. Take a breath in here. We're going to take this right hand over to that left foot. You could reach the foot, you could reach the ankle, the knee, the floor, but go ahead and bend through that left knee. The inhale is going to bring you back up. Arms are wide, straightening the legs. Exhale, soften the right knee as that left hand lands wherever it lands. And then inhale up. Right hand towards left foot, left knee bending if need be. And inhale back up. So trying to keep a flat upper back as we move through from side to side. Spine lengthening on the front of the spine as well as the back of the spine. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, we're folding, so we're deepening in through the groin, and the left knee bends a little bit there. One more each side. Let's do one more. Back over. And release the arms down. Draw the feet together. We're going to have the hands rest on the hips, the back of the hips. Breathe in place. And then as you exhale, you're going to let the hands roll down the backs of your legs. As you exhale and float the top of the head towards the floor. Inhale the arms halfway up the legs as you squeeze and flatten the upper back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhaling halfway up, squeeze the upper back. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. And then exhale, fold. Will remain in this forward fold for a couple of breaths. The top of the head reaches towards the floor. You can take a moment to even nod the head or shake it from side to side, very gentle. If this feels like a lot of work or too great a stretch for the hamstrings or the low back, bend your knees, place your elbows above the knees, and then let the head hang deeply. Couple more breaths here, feeling the mind quiet. Maintaining that internal awareness. And from here, we're going to bend the knees greatly and bring ourselves to a seated position. We'll sit for a few moments. If you have time, we'll work about 3 rounds of Nadi Sodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So because we'll be seated for a few minutes, many of us will benefit from sitting on the edge of a blanket, legs crossed, or at this point, if it feels more comfortable for you to sit in a chair, of course, feel free to sit in a chair. So when we work the 3 rounds of this Nadi Sodhana, we're going to place our hands in this kind of classic Vishnu mudra, hand mudra, to close off the nostrils. So the thumb will close off the right nostril, the ring finger will close off the left nostril. And I'll just walk us through this, and we'll just do it together. But if the hand doesn't want to go in this position, feel free, just use a thumb and a finger. I don't think anything terrible will happen if we do that. So let's take a moment to turn the awareness inward, feeling your breath, giving yourself a couple cleansing breaths. Try to let go of any gripping, so let's not strain or stress through this. The throat relaxed, your face relaxed, across the collarbones without tension. So take a full inhale and a long exhale. And then we'll begin by closing off the right nostril and inhaling through the left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale through your right. Close the right, exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Close the left, exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. exhale left. Keep the eyes closed, relax your hands to your lap. And take 3 relaxed breaths through both nostrils. Eyes remain closed. And just coming to this inner stillness, this sense of presence. Feeling that calm energy at ease. And now would be a great time to move into a meditation if you have time. You've prepared the body, you've prepared the mind. I hope that you have a great day and that you're able to take this ease and this sense of calm with you throughout your day. Thank you for joining me.